Hi there, I'm going to do a gameplay demonstration of the current 7.05 patch Samurai rotation. It's the 2.14 skill speed rotation that's pinned in the balance on the Samurai Questions channel. It's known as the Emma Mills rotation, but I'm going to be talking through my trick that I use to keep track of where I am in the rotation rather than trying to remember am I on minute 1 through 6. And that trick is I'm going to keep track of my dot timer, and after the opening burst in the 1 minute reopener, where I delay the dot intentionally, I'm going to keep track of the rotation and see where I am when I come to 15 seconds on the higanbana. And if I've got 15 seconds or fewer on the higanbana dot left, I'm going to use Meikyo to accelerate the rest of my GCDs and do the bursts as I normally would. So, without further ado, let's give this a shot. I'm going to do it with a 16-second countdown timer. This opener is nothing new. If you're used to Samurai from Endwalker, this should be very familiar to you. And the new tool that we've been gifted in 7.05 is that now every single Iaijutsu that's not higanbana, you can use Tsubame Gaeshi to copy it. And not only that, but we can stock it and it doesn't go away after we interrupt the combo. Which practically means that we can carry an extra Midare into our burst window. Who knows how long this will stay. But here I'm using the stocked one. I'm using my Tendo Setsugeka and my Kaishi Tendo. Now this is the intentional delay of the dot. Now we continue the rotation. And from here on out, when it comes to the minute window, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check, do I have 15 seconds or fewer remaining? And if I don't, then I will be skipping the combo using Meikyo Acceleration. Meikyo Acceleration is where you use Meikyo to skip GCDs in order to get to your Iaijutsu faster. And it counteracts the effect of doing extra Ogi Namikiri and Kaishi Namikiri. So I'm allowed to start this combo because I was above 15 seconds when it came to it. And look at the application, it's pretty much spot on. Now we've done 2 extra Ogi Namikiris after the opener. We are now 2 GCDs ahead of where we would want to be in the standard rotation. So logically what that does is it means that we need to skip either our Gekko or our Kasha combo in order for things to line up again. But that changes again at the 4 minute and it changes again at the 6 minute if we're doing a long fight. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to stock this Kaishi, I'm going to do a Yukikaze combo. I'm going to start my Gekko combo because I'm above 15. And I'm now below 15, so I'm not going to do the full Kasha combo. I'm going to skip straight to doing this. And you'll see that I'm going to reapply the dot, same as I did last minute, as it's falling off. Coming up to a 2-minute window here. I'm going to start the Kaishi. I'm going to do the Yukikaze combo. I'm above 15, I can start the Gekko combo. I'm now below 15, so I can't start the Kasha combo. I skip it and go for the burst. And then dot application is exactly how we would want it. We've now done another Ogi. So if we know from the pinned comment in the balance, we are now 4 GCDs ahead. We should be skipping both of those combos. But does that line up with having the 15-second rule? Okay, so we do our Iaijutsu. I'm allowed to start the Yuki combo because I'm above 15. I'm not actually allowed to even start the Gekko combo, so let's just skip it, go straight into the burst. And the dot gets applied as it's falling off, all as well. So we're coming up to the 6-minute burst here. This would be your usual second pot window. And what's really nice about this is the second pot window has a built-in second stack of Meikyo Shisubi. So let's just see what the 15-second rule tells us to do. You can start the Yuki combo. Now at 15 seconds, I have to skip the rest of the combos for my Iaijutsu. Do the Kaishi Setsugeka, the Tendo Setsugeka, the Tendo Kaishi Setsugeka, reapply the dot as it's falling off. Now because we've got so much time on this Meikyo, we build a manual Yuki because this is specific to the 6-minute window, and then we do our second Meikyo stack. And most of that will get caught in the pot window, which is really nice. And now we just fall back to where are we on the 15-second rule when we get to the burst phase. So I'll stock this Kaishi. I'm allowed to start the Kasha combo because I'm above 15. Dot application as it's falling off. We're gonna stock this Kaishi. I'm allowed to start this Kasha combo because I'm above 15. Dog gets applied as it's falling off. And here we've got our Ogi Namikiris, which are going to push us 2 GCDs out. But we don't need to think too hard about it. We're just going to follow the 15-second rule. Gonna stop this Kaishi. Start the Yuki combo. Can start the Gekko combo. But I cannot start the Kasha combo. Dot application as it's falling off. Looks good. Gonna stop the Kaishi. I'm allowed to start the Gekko combo because I'm above 15. Not allowed to start the Kasha combo, so I'll skip it using Meikyo. And dot applied as it's falling off. So far that's a 10-minute rotation where this has just worked. And I haven't had to remember which minute I'm in. All I've needed to do was check when I'm coming up to the 1 minute burst, whichever one I'm on. How long is left on higanbana? I'm gonna start with my Yuki combo, stock the Kaishi, and I've got 15 seconds left. I can't start the Kasha or the Gekko combo, I have to skip them both. Dot application as it's falling off. Coming out to another 2 minute here. Even minute. So I'm going to start the Kaishi, I'm going to start the Yuki combo. I'm not allowed to start anything here because I'm below 15, so I've got to skip. And the dot application, right on schedule. Now, so we are post 12 minutes at this point, and this is about where the rotation runs out. Normally, if this is the 6th minute, we would have had an extra stack of Meikyo Shisui that we could have used to realign ourselves. However, we don't have that here. So we have to just do the rotation normally, and we're going to find that when we get to this next 1 minute burst, the dot application doesn't line up. But at the moment, there's only one fight in Dawn Trail that approaches this length, and any other fights that are above that length are like ultimate. So I do this. I actually can't stock the thing, so it would tell me that I would need to skip every part of the combo in order to get the burst in time. But because I've done that, I now don't have a GC, like a Sen ready. So I think probably what needs to happen here is that you are forcing a couple of GCDs in here in order to delay that burst and give you the extra Sen, or to give you the 1 Sen after the thing finishes. But I'm going to do one run here where I show you what happens if you have to do some disconnecting, because the nice thing about this is that because you've got a nice rule of when to start reapplying things, you can make sure that you realign regardless of how many times you've needed to disconnect from the boss. So if, let's say I'm in M4S and I have to do a lot of disconnecting early on. We got one of those patterns. I'm allowed to start this combo. It doesn't work at all after 12 minutes. Okay, well. That's okay. It gets you to 12 minutes. What more do you want? So yeah. If I let my cooldowns run out and just talk through what I'm going to try and do here is... No, I'll just end it here. Hopefully this is useful to you. Goodbye.